Nqobile Madlala, who's been waiting while that media briefing continued. You're in Pretoria, in the capital. It all looks fairly calm and peaceful, but we certainly know that with stage 6 load shedding, those traffic lights are out and the traffic queues are enormous. Just give us a sense of what you've been seeing where you are.
Well, Sally, definitely it goes without a doubt that a lot of traffic lights become such an issue to go through. I mean, at this point, we have spoken to some of the community leaders and communities, and they've also been worried about the fact that some of the kids have to write, and they were saying that they need to do their assignments. So it's quite a difficult time to have no electricity. Some of them even going as far as saying that they want to take further steps. But I want to ask the gentlemen that are here with me, that are joining me now, of course, knowing that it's now stage 6, how do you feel as a student of TUT?
Ngiya-affecteka kakhulu mina sister. Ngiyabona kule level esikuyo njengamanje like se-affecteka ezisingabafundi base-TUT njengoba kumele sisebenzise i-internet for ukubhala ama-exam ethu, so sesivalile vele esikolweni for i-recess, have to go back home, so ekhaya baya-complain ugesi awukho, so ngiya-affecteka kakhulu.
All right, and whenever affecta kanjani ukuthi ungabi nawo ugesi?
Mina njengomuntu owenzima nge-internet ngiyaluza kakhulu ngoba ngithi ngisase busy njengoba ukuhambe ne-network ngicine sengiluza nanesitolo sami lapha ekhaya kusha ama-fridge, izinto ziyabola, so nje ngisenkingeni enkulu ngempela, inkingeni enkulu.
Ngiyabonga. Wena-ke baba ikuthinta kanjani lento?
It's really sad. It's really sad for us South Africans, especially considering the fact that we jumped from stage 4 right to like stage 6. I mean, it doesn't make sense. Think about it. Doesn't make sense. Like there are a lot of things that are being ruined at the moment. Like I don't know, but then this year I think I just wish they resolve this issue as soon as possible, because as South Africans, we are really suffering. We are really suffering. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. Those are the students from TUT, Sally. And of course, they're just talking about the fact that this affects them, especially when it comes to the fact that they've got assignments. I mean, what the gentleman is saying, that he feels like they are suffering. The other one just talking about the fact that he's got a shop at home, and he's saying that appliances are also getting affected by this going on and off of electricity. But of course, we're going to bring a gentleman here also who was running, and sorry to stop you from the running, sir, but I mean, the stage 6, how are you going to get home? What's happening? How do you feel?
I feel very bad, sister. Now I must rush home because it's dark. I'm scared of criminals might catch me along the way. This thing that ESCOM is doing is totally not acceptable. They know all along that the infrastructure is not properly. It's not working properly. I think they are incompetent. They must just privatize the company to other people that can run this proper. This is management by confusion. It's affecting people. Just think of old people that cannot afford electricity, except electricity, the gas, paraffin, everything's price is up. Now it's load shedding. You can't cook, can't do anything. The school guys, it's affecting their exams, studies. It's bad, sister.
I mean, what would you say ESCOM must do going forward?
I'll advise them to privatize this monkeypox called ESCOM. They are incompetent. They cannot run the company. Simple. Let them privatize it. They fail the country. Big time.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, you can hear sentiments there, Sally. He's saying that just privatize ESCOM, and of course, a lot of people just frustrated by the fact that the stages are going high. The gentleman saying that why did we skip stage 5? I mean, but I think it's very clear. Everybody just wants ESCOM to keep everything in order and just let electricity work.
Yeah, and it's interesting, Nqobile, what you're bringing us is the frustration of ordinary citizens. People are just fed up. You know, and it's good in a sense that we've heard from the minister who's in charge of public enterprises telling us that the unions have agreed that people will normalise, workers will normalise everything from tomorrow because there's a new deal which will be presented on Friday. So that sounds like it's a good deal that is going to get everything sorted out. The reality is citizens don't care. They just want the lights to stay on so they can make a living, run their lives, do their studies, run their households. And that is a very real problem. Interesting that you're at the union buildings, Pravin Gordon confirming that the president is in fact back from that G7 meeting in Germany, has been fully appraised of exactly the latest around Eskom. So thank you very much for bringing us the views from the streets of Pretoria there. All right, so let's... we will continue, of course, with that story. There's plenty more still to come. We have a lot of guests discussing this issue.